how I'm going to end my 13-year career. I mean, never ever have I worked in a company and I've been told, oh, sorry, you don't measure up. Hello people, and welcome to another conversation this week. First of all, thank you for all the comments, love on the last post. It was not what I expected, honestly, but it just goes to show that when God tells you to do something, you do it. So this week's conversation is more personal. I struggled a lot to do this video. I think I'd recorded it like 2 times, and I said, oh no, I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to do it for various reasons, right? But I just felt that prompting to still or just go ahead to do it. I just said, you know what, let me do it. So here I am. You already know by the title what I want to talk about today. So let's start from the very beginning. Well, not the very beginning. I have a podcast that I have done on my career lows and highs. I'll link that in the description so that you would see or you have an idea of where I'm coming from in terms of career and perspectives. But anyways, let's not dwell too much on that. So I used to work in company A. Let's just use those hypothetical scenarios. So company A, I was working in company A, and then I just started to feel, you know what, I wanted more money. I felt like the pay wasn't enough and all of that. I just wanted more, which is not a bad thing, right? Everybody wants more. Who doesn't want more money, you know? So I was working in company A, and it's a part of media that was new to me, but it was okay. It wasn't something I really liked in terms of that part of media, but I just said, you know what, let me go ahead to do it. Obviously, I mean, how I got the job again is in the story about my career highs and lows. So I got the job, and then I started 18 months in. I was like, I needed more and all of that. So a company B now approached me, obviously through a recruiter, and I did the interviews and all of that. Long story short, I got the job. And then I start this job in company B, and that was where all of the mistakes or everything just began to, I don't know, I don't want to use the wrong words, but that's where things just went somehow. But anyways, I started the job in company B. First week, second week was okay. Third week, by the third week, I just knew that I'd made a mistake. Like, this was not, I wasn't supposed to come here. Before then, I had a nudge that I needed to pray, not pray like, oh God, as I'm going to this new job, go before me and all of that. It felt like a prayer of separate yourself for days and really do pray for this new place you're going to. Anyways, because I strongly believe that it was an answered prayer to what I was praying the previous year. So I didn't really do that, set aside to pray for the job. I started the job, and then in, I think 6 weeks in, before then, when I was filling the forms, I already wrote that I was going to go on leave because I had planned for my leave in the previous company, that is company A initially. So in company B, I was just like, I'm going on leave in 6 weeks or in how many weeks. Anyways, I applied for my leave, go for my leave, and then I come back and I get a mail. Before then, not get a mail, I see the mail on my phone because I had put the email, company or work email on my phone. So I put the email on my phone, and then I saw the email like, oh, we need to see, or we need to have a meeting. My line manager sends me an email and says, oh, we need to have a call. I was like, okay, good. Oh, well and good. Before then, I'd been seeing all the emails of, oh, Jamie didn't do this well, oh, this one, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I resume work, and then immediately I resume work. I think at some time at noon, I get an email saying, it was time for the meeting. I think it was 2 or 3 minutes before that time, I just get an email to say that, oh, meet me downstairs, or the meeting is going to be in so and so place. Meanwhile, the email did not have any meeting. There was no meeting room. I assumed it was just Microsoft Teams. There wasn't any meeting room. So I go for the meeting, and then the first thing, meanwhile, for context now, I've just been like 5 weeks in this company, or 6 weeks in this company, in company B. I go downstairs, and then the first thing I hear is, oh, you messed this up, you messed that up. Like, I think everything just came just right at me. Apart from the fact that that was what was being said, it was the fact that I had another person in that meeting, joining that meeting, that I wasn't aware of, right? So immediately I joined the company in the first week, I noticed there was just chaos, and chaos in the sense that I didn't know, I wasn't sure. So it was this person I was reporting to on paper, but in practical it was someone else I was reporting to, and then there's another person again that I was reporting to. So it was just a lot. And then this role was supposed to be a role of a manager. I mean, a manager, the idea is that you should have people you line manage, but in this company you don't line manage people downwards, like you sort of manage upwards. So you are sort of doing all the work. There are no subordinates, or there are no people below your level, right? So that was part of what I noticed. But anyways, I moved past that. I went for the meeting, I see this other person in the meeting, and then there's the going on of, oh, you're not doing this, or you didn't do this well. I'm like, well, this is what you send in your email. It wasn't clear that there was something else I needed to do and all of that. And that was the first thing. And then there was I don't know if to call it accusation, or there was report. Let me not say accusation. There was a report that I wasn't working on some of the other accounts, right? Because where I used to work was, you have different clients. Yeah, let me leave it that way. That I wasn't working as much on other clients as this other one, because meanwhile this one was just really taking my time. I was still trying to understand the client, the whole process, right? I mean, it's just 6 weeks in, just trying to understand the whole thing. And then the conclusion of that meeting anyways we concluded like, oh, okay, we'll shift your probation by, I think it was 2 more weeks. Or no, I think I was about to end my probation like, oh, by 2 more weeks, but this is what you need to do, blah blah blah. I read it, I was fine with it. Or an email was sent, I said, okay, fine. Now the 2 weeks came, I worked on that, whatever was the issue. And I worked on all of these targets and all of the things. Everything was going well, blah blah blah. They put me on a weekly review with this line manager of mine. I was on a weekly review with this line manager, and then every week it just seemed like bashing. Oh, you're not doing this well. Oh, you're not doing this well. Oh, there was no single week that I didn't hear, oh, you're not doing this well. The next week I'll try to implement what I was told to do, and then the next week you hear, oh no, but that one you didn't do. I'll try to work on that one again, implement again. Oh no, you didn't do that one well. You can understand what I'm trying to say. So every Monday I just felt, oh my god, my heart start beating. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to do wrong this week again. And all of that trauma and emotional stress, I'll say, that I caused myself. But anyways, long story short, at the end of the day, I was told, oh, sorry, you can't pass probation, because the way you took things or you handled things wasn't right. Like, oh, I think there was one of the reviews one day, and I think I really I was tired, honestly. At this point, I just given up. Like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I tried to wait it out and see, okay, maybe it was really me. When sometimes you're in a relationship and with someone, and you keep telling yourself, oh, maybe it's me that's the problem. This person is complaining a lot, but maybe it's actually me. I'm the one that has the drama. So that's why I kept telling myself, like, oh, I'm actually the one that has the problem. They are right. But it wasn't until when the whole thing just escalated, and I just said, you know what, I'm no longer interested in this. Because by that time they already sent a mail that, oh, sorry, they don't think you can pass probation, just named a whole lot of things, and which I didn't think were fair, to be honest, given that someone who just joined the company in 6 weeks. But anyways, I don't hold that against them. But I decided, I just sent an email when I was told, oh, sorry, you're not going to, or you're not likely to pass probation. I just said, you know what, I'm done. I just sent an email and said, I don't think this was a right fit for me. And I moved on from that. Now, that's like a short summary of everything that really happened, because I don't want to take too much time. But anyways, I ended. And in my head I thought, oh, okay, you know what, I'll find something else, I'll find something else, I'll find something else, and you just didn't feel like it. But anyways, I left the place and I just felt like it was a lot of emotional stress, a lot of emotional drama that I caused myself, because I think that was what really got me most upset or angry, was that I was the one that used my own hand to sign myself into this, which wasn't supposed to be. I literally signed myself, or I put myself in this thing, which I really, really blamed myself. I think that was what really cost me a lot of tears, a lot of anger. I was really upset, not even at myself, or mostly about myself, and then against my line manager. I needed to forgive my line manager, if I should go there, because it was so hurtful. And I just felt like, oh, I shouldn't have left. I shouldn't have left company A. I should have just stayed. I should have just stayed. I should have stayed. I made a mistake. Oh, God will not forgive me. He told me to do this. I didn't listen, blah, blah, blah. You know what? When Apostle Joshua Selman usually says that, he always says something that not every door, no, I think the way he says it is like, even the prison has doors, and that's the truth. So be careful of open doors that sometimes you enter. And I've learned it the hard way. Trust me, I've really learned it the hard way. And I leave, and then it just seemed like nothing was forthcoming. Trying to get something else, nothing was happening. I was like, God, is this how I'm going to end my, is it 13-year career? I mean, never ever have I worked in a company and I've been told, oh, sorry, you don't measure up. Like, they used to beg me self not to leave, literally. Like, I'm always told, oh, sorry, oh, Dami, oh, we're sad you're leaving. I've never had that experience in my whole entire career. So coming here and experiencing that kind of thing was really damaging, was hurtful. I had to start working on my confidence again, regaining myself. I mean, telling myself, oh, okay, fine, even if maybe I had made some mistakes, it's really not you. And all of that. It wasn't even until after I left I realized, or I just began to remember a conversation. Someone who came from this company B to company A when I was still there said, oh, that they pay you so much, thinking that you need to fix everything. Like, you're supposed to know everything, fix it, and all of that. It was until when this thing happened I began to realize, oh, I see what this person was saying. And I really felt remorse, regrets, serious regrets. I'll cry night, day. And the kind of person I am, I hardly tell people stuff, and that's the truth. I might be going through things and you probably not even hear anything about it, but I mean, it was really a trying time, a really, really trying time for me. I felt like I shouldn't have made that mistake. I was far too gone in my career to make that kind of rookie in my head. That's why I called it a rookie mistake. In terms of what is next, to be honest, I do not know. Am I searching for jobs? Yes. Do I need money? Yes. Capital? Yes. I need money. And I just realized that, you know what, in terms of lessons that I've learned, like, no job is worth emotional drama. No job is worth your emotional torture. No job is worth making you feel like you are less than a human, because that's literally how I felt in that job. I just was like, you know what, you're not good enough. I mean, I began to tell myself different things, or different thoughts began to come into my head at that time. And that was when I realized, okay, I think this career, this path in career of media, I don't think I was going to do it anyway for long. I really sat with myself and said, you know what, do I really want to do this? And that was how not accidentally, but I used to do content before then, but I wasn't doing YouTube full time and all of that. I wasn't doing video. I was just doing audio and putting on Spotify and the rest of that. So I really started to do my content again. And it was just then I remembered when I was young. I mean, there was no time I didn't hold the camera. I studied mass communication. I had always wanted to not be in the camera, but I was always just holding the microphone. I'm sure I'll just insert a picture to see. I think I was turning 4 then. I was always holding the camera. My mom said the same thing, even at school. Oh, Dami, you talk too much, and all of that. So I was always known for that. So I was wondering, how is it that I came abroad and all of those dreams just died? Like, what really happened to me? How did I get here? All in the name of, we're chasing money, we're chasing the next steps, we want to make it big, we want to take money back home and all of that. Like, how did I forget this dream of mine. I mean, then I used to dream like, oh my god, I'm going to own this radio station, I'm going to own this TV station. I always wanted to be a broadcaster. So when all of this happened, that was just what I turned to. Apart from God, I just turned back to my content thing. I was like, and I felt happy again. I felt that peace again, like the love for a long time. Like, oh my gosh, like finally this camera thing that you've chased